scripting, and that is nothing but the wildcards. Okay. So before we discuss the theoretical part regarding the wildcards, so let me demonstrate you the practical first, so that you will understand it in better way. So first we see the uh, practical way of what exactly is the wildcards, and then from that we will try to form the definition of wildcard. Okay, so here in the home, I have a wildcard folder. Okay, so here I have made one directory, and these are the huge number of files are there. Okay, now consider you have been given a task uh, to find out number of txt file from the particular directory. For example, txt file from this directory. Okay, and now consider this directory is having millions of files. Okay, in that millions of files, we have the txt file, we have the pdf file, we have the image file, we have the excel file, etc. Okay, and out of that millions of file, you have been given the task to just find out the .txt files. Okay, the files which are having the extension as a txt. So what approach you will follow? So you have to find out the number of txt file within that particular directory. So how will you, what will be your approach? Okay, so if you do like this SLL, then you can see you are getting the huge number of files. Now, so now what you want, you just want the file which are having the .txt extension. You have to check the particular files which are having the .txt extension. So what would be your approach? You will be going like this, you have to check whether file 1.txt is present in this directory or not. So you can see I think we have written the file 1.txt. Okay, it is there. Still, why it is showing the command not found, file 1.txt. Oh, sorry. So here we have to just give the command like this. So you can see if the file will be there, that file will be get display here. Okay. Suppose if I try to do like this, so you can see no such file directly present. Now suppose again you have to check file 2 is there in this directory or not. You can see it is also there. Now again you have to check whether file 3. Okay, now you can see uh, you are just manually typing and checking whether file 1 is there, file 2 is there, like this. Okay, but as I said, uh, if there are the huge number of txt files, then checking in this way is very difficult. Okay, so what should be the approach? Okay, so approach should be that we should have the one command, and if you give that command, then we should get the all the txt files within that particular directory. So here our directory is wildcard. Okay, so instead of manually checking one file each time, what we want the particular command which will give the all the .txt file at a time. So how we will get this? So the approach should be like this, LSL, and what I want all the files which are having the .txt extension. So what I will do the star.txt. So now here you can see I have listed all the files which are having the .txt extension, as you can see here. Okay, so using single command only, I get the list of all the files which are having the .t extension. Now, how I have done this? Okay, Now, how I have done this? Now, before this, what was our approach? We were just typing file1.txt like this. Okay, and then we are getting that file is there. Okay. Now, what I did now, I just instead of file1.txt, what I did, I type star.txt. What I type star.txt means what I did, I just replaced this file1 with a star. What I have just replaced, or I have just substituted star for this file1. Okay, now what is the meaning of this star? So meaning of this star is nothing but 0 or more. What meaning of star is? 0 or more number of characters. So this star is called as what? The wildcard. Okay, this star is called as one of the wildcard. So from these, we can describe the wildcard is nothing but substitution of some special character. Which special character? Now star is here, special character. Substitution of some special character on the place of some set of characters. That is called as a wildcard. Okay, so same I have described here in the slide. A wildcard is a character that can be used as a substitute for any of a class of a character in a search. What a wildcard is character that can be used as a substitute for any class of character in a search. So in our example, what we have substituted in place of file, what we have substituted? We have substituted the star. Okay, and this star is called as what? Wildcard. So like star, there are multiple number of wildcards are available in this particular wildcard category. Okay, so we'll see the list of different wildcards there and how exactly we can use that in the shell scripting. Okay, so let me take you to the another scenario. Okay, so suppose you have been given a task to create the 100 number of txt file. What? You have been given the task to create 100 number of txt file. Now, what should be your approach? What approach you will follow? So, would you go like this key? I will type touch. Okay, then file1.txt, file2.txt, file3.txt, and create the 100 file like this. So if you would follow this approach, then definitely the time which will be required will be more. Understood? So suppose instead of creating the 100, you have to create the thousands of files. Okay. So if you follow this approach, manually typing these kind of things, okay, then it will be very tedious and the time consuming task. Okay. So what should be the better approach here? The better approach should be what? You should use the wildcard here. Now, if you want to create the 100 files in one go, then what wildcard you should use? So for that, another kind of wildcard category we have to use here. Okay. Now, what I have to create? I have to create 1 to 100 file in one go. So what wildcard category we are going to use? We are going to use the curly braces, and within the curly braces, whatever number of file you have to create starting from 1 to 100. So this is the syntax of this wildcard: 1 ... 100 starting curly brace, closing curly brace, and whatever name of the file that you want to give. So what I have did here, I have just replaced this some set of characters by some special characters. So replacing some set of characters with some special character, that is simply called as what? The wildcard. Now, if I press enter here, then definitely we will get the 100 file created. Okay, so now I have to check how many files are there. So you can see there 100 files are created. Okay, 1 to 100. Okay, so this is another important category in the wildcard. So I hope you must have understood what is the wildcard and what is the importance of the wildcard. So from the whatever practical we have seen now, I have made the definition. Wildcards, also referred as a meta character, are symbols or a special character that represent the other characters. So here, if you see this this particular our wildcard, this is representing this particular our certain set of characters. Means this particular part representing files from 1 to 100. Okay, so that same thing I have mentioned in the definition. Wildcard are referred are the symbols or special character that represent the other character. So here, this curly brace 1 dot dot 100 close curly brace indicate the file from 1 to 100. The same thing I have mentioned here. So we can use this wildcard with different kind of commands like ls. With ls command we have just utilized it with the ls command. Like you can use it with the set command, grep command, rm command. Okay, so with different kind of commands we can make the use of wildcard, and we can make the tasks which are consuming too much time to be so we can have the particular task to be executed within a very less amount of time, okay, using the wildcard, or we can get the result using the wildcard within very less amount of time as compared with the if you don't follow the wildcard entries. Okay, so wildcards save our time. Okay, that is the most important part of the wildcards. Okay, and we can get the result very quickly. So that I just shown you. So another kind of definition also I have made here. A wildcard in the Linux means it might be a symbol or set of symbol representing the other characters. So same thing we have done here. Okay, like we have done in case of here listing of txt file. So here you can see here this star is representing the other characters. Other characters in the sense it indicating the zero or any number of any kind of characters. So same thing I have mentioned here. A wildcard in the Linux mean it might be a symbol or set of symbol representing the other characters. Like the star here indicating zero or any number of characters. Okay. So that is called as the wildcard. Okay. So it generally used in the substituting any string or character. So as already we have discussed, wildcard is nothing but the substitution for other set of characters. Okay. So this is nothing but to wildcard exactly. Now let's discuss about the different kind of wildcards. So what are the different wildcard entries are available to use in the shell scripting? Okay. So as you can see, we have the these are the different symbols. As you can see, these are being referred as a wildcard symbols. Okay. These are all called as what? Wildcard symbols. Okay. So let's try to use it one by one. Suppose now we have the wildcard symbol as uh, this one. Okay. Question mark. Okay. Now what exactly the question mark means? What is the meaning of this wildcard symbol? Meaning of it indicates the single character, any single character. Okay. What it indicates? Any single character. Means what? Suppose you have typed the 3 character HEL and you give the question mark after that, then this particular syntax you have written, it will match with any such kind of words. What it will match with any such kind of words, like means in place of question mark, if you place any character, then it will be get match. Like here you can see it is matching with help, it is matching with help, it is matching with help one. So it will match with the help 2 also. Okay, but it will not match with the help 3 2. Why? Because meaning of the question mark is what? Single character. So it will match only hail 3. It will not match with the hail 3 2. Because here this is the another second character. Here you have just written the only one question mark. Okay, if you want to match this hail 3 2, you have to write the example here like hail and double question mark. Okay, then it will match with the this particular 5 characters, hail 32. You are given the 2 question marks, so it will match with any 2 characters. Okay, so let's try to see it in the example. Okay, suppose now we'll take the same example here. Okay, let me clear the screen. Okay, now we have to check. Now we just have the information that particular uh, file. We just know the first 3 characters of the file, and now we want to find out. We want to find out the particular files within this wildcard directory which are having the 4 characters. Okay, so if you just press enter, you will get the list of files which are having the 4 characters. So you can see help, HELQ, HELR, HF. So these are all the files which are having the 4 characters. Okay. Now suppose if you want to find name of the file which are having the 5 characters. So there is no such file or directory which is having the 5 characters there. Okay. So in this way, you can make the use of this particular question mark. Okay. So another example also we'll see further. So this is the example of question mark wildcard. Okay. So what it indicates? Single character. So if let's create the one particular file which is having the 5 characters in that. Okay. Now, if you want to find out the file which is having the 5 characters in that. Okay. Now you can simply type 5 question marks. You can see here. So there are this number of files which are having the 5 characters. Okay. So this is the use of question mark wildcard. Okay. Then just see the next part, that is what the star as a wildcard. Already we have discussed about the star. Okay. Now suppose what is the meaning of star? As I already told you, any number of characters including 0. Okay, that is the meaning of star. Okay, suppose now let me clear the screen. Suppose I want to list out the files. Okay, which is having the first 2 characters as a CA. Okay, and you don't know about the further characters. Okay, so how you list out these kind of files? So CA star. CA star, what is the meaning of this? CA, and after the CA, there can be any number of characters. There can be a single character or 0 character or multiple characters. So which are such kind of files? So if you just press enter, you can see these are the total number of files. Okay, which is matching with our this particular pattern, CA star. Okay, so similarly, another approach we can have. So that is nothing but the star wildcard. Okay, so star indicate any number of character including 0 characters. Then we have the square brackets. Okay, opening and the closing square bracket. What it indicates? It indicates single character from range. So this bracket indicate the range. Okay, and what is the meaning of this? Meaning of this is the single character from the range. Now, where this kind of wildcard can be useful? Okay, so let's see the example here. So meaning of this is what? Meaning of this closing square and opening square is what? Single character from range. Okay. For example, like this here I have shown. Suppose we want to find out the file Okay, we have to find the files which are having the initial 4 characters as a FILE. Okay, and now you want to find out the file which are having the name, can be a file 0, file 1, or file 2. Okay, so how will you find that? What is the scenario? We have the name of the file as a FILE, first 4 characters of the file FILE. And now we want to find out the file which can be have the name as a file 0, file 1, file 2. So if you give this kind of commands, okay, then you will get the list of the files, okay, which are fitting within this range. Which range? Range of 0 to 2 means file 0 or file 1 or file 2. Okay, so let's apply this example. So LSL file 0 to 2. Now this will give you the list of files which are being between the 0 to 2. So here you can see we have the file 1 and file 2. So meaning of this, as I already told you, single character from range. Okay. So it will give you the all the files which is being satisfying this particular range 0 to 2. So there is a no file inside our wildcard, okay, which is being named as a file 0. That's why the file 0 is not get display here. Only the file 1 and file 2 got display here. Okay. Similar way, if you give the example like this, key within a square bracket HD, and in front of that if you write ELLO. So with which kind of words this will match? So this will match with the HELO or DELO. Okay, so it will match with only the character which are being mentioned here. Okay, apart from this character, it will not match with any characters. Okay, so this is about the range. Okay, this is about what? Range. Now let's see about the next one, that is comma separated terms. So comma separated terms is having the symbol like opening curly brace and closing curly brace. Okay, suppose you have the task, you want to find out the multiple extension files at a time. What you want to find out? Multiple extension file at a time. So then how will you find out? So for that you have to use this wildcard, that is the opening curly brace and closing curly brace. Okay. Suppose you want to find out all the files which are having the .t extension, as well as all the files which are having the .pdf extension, as well as you have to find all the files which are having .img extension. So here is the list you can see. So within a single go, with the help of this wildcard, okay, comma separated terms, you can get the list of files which are having the different kind of extension. Okay, so this is about comma separated terms. Okay. Now let's see the next one, that is the any character not listed in the bracket. So here you can see it is kind of a negation symbol here, or exclamatory symbol. So what is the meaning of this? Any character not listed in the bracket. Suppose you want to find out the list of the files excluding the file 1. Meaning of this what? Excluding the file 1. Okay, what you want to find? You want to find out all the files, okay, which is not having the file name as a, what is the meaning of this? Meaning of this is what? File 1. What is the meaning of this? File 1. Now, if you want to find out all the files which is if you want to find out all the files excluding the file 1. That is the meaning of this. What is the meaning of this wildcard example? List out the files excluding the file which is not having the name as a file 1. So meaning of this is what? The file which is not having the name as a file 1. Okay, so let's apply this in the example. So if you type like this, so let me clear this, LSL and then file exclamatory mark 1. So now it will display all the files which are having starting 4 character as a FILE. Means if you have the file from file 1, file 2, file 3 up to the file 10. Okay. So you will get the list of the files excluding the file 1. Okay. Now file 1 is also there. You can see file 1 is also there. Okay. But when you execute this command, the file 1 will not be there, because here for that only we have written this wildcard file in square bracket negation of 1, means excluding the file 1. So you can see, so excluding the file 1, you are getting all the files named here, file 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so that is nothing but what? Any character not listed in the bracket. So this wildcard will give you the list of characters, apart from which is being mentioned here. So here mentioned character is what? 1. So you will get the list of the files where in that files 1 is not mentioned. So in the similar way, we have got the result. So that is the meaning of this symbol. Any character not listed in the bracket. Whatever character not listed in the bracket, related with that, you will get the result. Okay. So that is about these wildcard entries. Okay. So next, some of the another useful wildcards are like, for example, if you want to find out from the file or uppercase character, then you can use this syntax: square bracket and within that colon upper keyword and again colon and closing bracket or closing square bracket. If you want to find out the lowercase characters, you can use this syntax. If you want to find out only the alphabetic characters, you can use this wildcard symbol. Okay, if you want to find out only the digits, you can use this wildcard. If you want to find only the alphanumerics, alphabeticals plus digit, you can use this particular wildcard entries. If you want to find out the certain spaces within a file, you can use this, or with the help of the other command like tr command or grep command, you can use this wildcard to remove the spaces from the file also. Okay, so we'll see the example of this in the further slide.